officially live.
We're officially live.
We're live, pal. Season 2.
Let me just
Episode
make
1.
sure we get the stuff shared.
And sharing. Sharing is caring. Getting things cross-pollinated.
Stuff shared.
Oh, I heard my voice.
Yeah.
Oh, Inception. Inception.
How do I share this?
I don't know. I'm on this side. I'm the talent. On this side.
Yeah, I know.
Waiting for audio check. The first audio check of season 2.
Let's get an audio check, guys.
Hot August night. I hope everybody has power. I mean that in an electricity way, and also a spiritual and positivity way. The power of positivity is what we're working with. We're coasting along with that this year. We're gonna be
Let's make
happy
sure
to
that
get cards.
let's make sure that we got the audio good. Anybody in there, just give us a heads up.
Yeah. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Matt, do you want to hit play on the background?
Mic check's good.
Because we've got a good size change of stuff here. Harry Carey's real low, but Harry Carey's back there. New big television to display some content behind us. Some technical upgrades, some internet speeds that should be blazingly fast, so that we don't have any hiccups or interruptions when it comes to the stream. I was really disappointed with that last week of shows where we had some internet hiccups, but we're hiccup free. We've been scared out of our hiccups. That's how that works, right?
Yes, yeah, we've got frightened into doing better.
We have to try it. And we hope that everybody has followed us over to the new page. If you haven't, if you're watching this on my Facebook feed, or if you catch it later on Matt's shared feed, Leader of the Pack Retro Card Podcast is what we've dubbed this. So find that on, just do a search. I think it's Leader of the Pack 2020.
Leader of the Pack Retro Card Podcast
Retro
on Facebook.
Podcast on Facebook. On YouTube, just search for Leader of the Pack Retro Cards. Possibly coming to Twitter sometime soon. I haven't negotiated everything with social media. There's an email address, leader.pack2020@gmail.com. So if you want to send us hate mail or suggestions for the show, you've got a million places to throw your suggestions out. We hope that everybody's been enjoying the polls that we've been putting up, and some of the sort of in-between show posting we have on the website, or the Facebook page, I should say. That's all kind of coming together. But are we ready?
Yeah.
Without further ado, should we tell you that this is episode 1? Now, the football card episode is kind of an in-between, so that doesn't necessarily count as season 1 or season 2.
Yeah, that was
it was a test.
It was a test run.
Test run.
We tested out some new ideas, some new equipment.
We got a lot of good follows and feedback on that one. So thanks
surprisingly, because you had to stare at my face.
360 people or so have watched that episode, so we can only hope that that's the trend now that we're back in business. But yeah, we're going with a 1984 Fleer card set here. Matt, you want to give him a close-up point of view on this one? We didn't have a lot of Fleer in the last set of, I think we maybe once or twice we hit on Fleer. We're hoping to change that this year with a couple different years. But we figured 84 is a good year. Go back, look at the rookies, and Matt, can you give me a breakdown on what we're looking for?
Yeah, so first of all, the 1984 Fleer pack comes with 15 cards and 1 sticker.
Stickers!
We get stickers. Like children, we're so excited about
Stickers!
So the 84 Fleer is actually one of the most valuable packs of the 80s. There was a ton of rookies that were in this set that are just going to set us through the charts. The first one being this Don Mattingly rookie card, number 161. It's a rookie, and he has no mustache.
I know.
You added clean-shaven brother.
Yeah.
That card is valued at about, what did we say, $63.
It was 63 in near mint condition.
Right. So if
Like
we
131 in mint condition.
yeah, if we get something in that range, we struck gold here. But we're also looking for Darryl Strawberry and Ron Kittle rookie cards.
Yeah, we are looking for a Ron Kittle rookie card.
There's also a Johnny Bench and Carl Yastrzemski retiring stars, like Hall of Fame cards.
They're like side by side.
Yes.
Yep.
And then because he was the AL MVP and the World Series winner in '83, you get the Cal Ripken MVP card. That, I mean, I would be ecstatic to pull that card.
Yeah, no, you and me both, kid. This would be something else. So yeah, I mean that's what we're looking for. That's the reason for the season, so to speak. So let's rip. Collect all 660 cards. You did say that this was sort of a limited release. Right?
Yes, very, very limited.
Very limited. 660 cards. I like it already. It's well glued on the back, so it's not flimsy and not easy to open, which means it's probably only been tampered with a few times. And switched out.
It's hard to really get that good seal if you've tampered.
All right.
Is that our sticker?
That's our
A
sticker.
checklist.
Right off the top, sticker. Minnesota Twins, a Twins cap. And I think there's something on the back. What's
Team facts.
Team facts? Okay. All right.
You get the team logo and the cap.
On the cap.
They were 37-44 at home and 33-48 away.
Away. So the winners of 70 games.
Yes, exactly 70.
Exactly 70 games. I did that math all in my head real quickly.
About 130 something home runs as well. So first peek at the sticker.
Yeah, there's your sticker. So, Yankee fans, you get treated right off the top with Yankees pitcher Shane Rawley. First guy out.
Oh, we are getting a little bit of a glare
season
here.
2. Shane Rawley, wearing of course in a catcher stance, not a catcher. He's a pitcher, left-handed pitcher, in a catcher stance with a batting glove on. He's trying to trick you. If you're not reading the card right, Shane Rawley is giving you a bit of the business here. I did also notice the back of that card does have a little black and white.
Yeah, there's a black and white picture on every card. And there's a little "Did you know" on the back for every player. Did you know that Shane Rawley is a licensed pilot?
Ooh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Do you care?
Very retro-esque looking practice jersey there.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. And fans of season 1 will realize that the Milwaukee Brewers are near and dear to our heart. And guess what? The Milwaukee Brewers showing up. Second card, pitcher Jim Slatton. Is that Slatton or Slanton?
Slayton, I believe.
Slayton makes more sense. Big happy mustache on.
Early candidate.
I'm looking right there at the back of the card. He's much happier with his mustache on the back. And they give you it's a good amount of stats on the back of that card. Like it seems like they're making it seem like Jim Slayton might have pitched for 130 years.
He 69-83 on this card, so it could have been longer than that.
In 1969, he was like, is that Major League Stats in '69?
It looks like minor leagues.
All right, so they give you a good amount of minor league stats. Give it up for Fleer.
His first and only game in the minors, 1 win, 8 innings pitched.
Oh, that's the only one that they're
0.0 ERA.
Yeah. Well, old Jim Slayton, a mustachioed man. I remember this guy. This guy was a former Rookie of the Year. Yep, former Rookie of the Year. Pitcher for the Mets. Pretty great left-hander. At this point, towards the end of his career, John Matlack. Part of the 1973 Mets. Really good pitcher. Really good sort of middle of the rotation guy. Kind of an arching delivery.
It's like that like
kind of goes
almost overhead.
Out, kind of out and wide. Matlack, if I remember him correctly. I like that Texas Rangers uniform too.
Yeah, he pitched since Prohibition as well.
That white jersey looks pretty nice with
the blue hat and the logo.
With the logo like right below your heart, deep in the heart of Texas. 2 in a row, former Mets. Here we go. We've had him before. He was part of season 1. Tug McGraw.
Yes.
1973 also, you gotta believe, Tug McGraw.
Looks like a young Tug McGraw.
Well, this is kind of an old Tug McGraw. He was not too long into, a few years after this is when he retired. Maybe even this year.
He looks like a grown man-child.
His retirement year. Father of Tim McGraw, as we've mentioned before. Pretty dandy attitude guy, like fired up, like you gotta believe, like go run through a wall for you, catch a save, close out a game, throw his glove up to space and it never comes down. So yeah, Tug McGraw. The Phillies going through some coronavirus issues right now.
Yeah.
Maybe the spirit of Tug McGraw can shake them up. Here we go. The spirit of first baseman, outfielder for the Oakland A's, Gary Hancock. Gary with 2 R's. Hancock with just.
You don't see a
just
Gary
one
with
O.
2 R's very often.
It's extra special, Gary. Gary.
Gary.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know if he really kind of counts as anything.
Also, something you don't see
benchman.
nowadays: the batting gloves do not match the uniform.
Ooh, I didn't catch that. Good look. Oh, Red Boys.
Yeah. You don't. I think that's actually against like a lot of team policies now.
Maybe Gary Hancock was bringing. Maybe he played for somebody. Can you check to see if he played for somebody else the season before? And then
The Red Sox.
Oh, so he kept saying, "Oh, Mister, I want to keep my Red Sox stuff like superstitious." Doesn't get himself some A's batting gloves when
He had
comes up to that team.
0% batting average and 14 at bats for the Red Sox the year before.
That makes sense.
Makes a lot of sense as to why he wasn't a Red Sox the next year.
I don't remember a thing about his career, and I know a lot about baseball. Before we started this, we were looking at the 1987 Beckett's Guide. No, we were looking on the internet for stuff, and you and I both said, "Hey, it would be funny if we pulled out a certain catcher / designated hitter for the Detroit Tigers." There he is, John Wockenfuss.
It's so funny. I literally just threw his name out of nowhere.
Just finding him in the card totals.
John Wockenfuss.
Wockenfuss. Backup catcher. Pre-Lance Parrish, or right around the time that Lance Parrish was
printing error.
Printing error. You had the little askew.
It's sideways, and then if you look at the bottom where it shows his height and weight. It's like cut off.
By the way,
you can't see it.
I couldn't see any. This is like when the early days of the internet were around, and everything would be on that black background.
Oh yeah.
With the white lettering, and you had to squint to see anything.
Mike, I'm not that old.
This is a nightmare. Also, John Wockenfuss.
So I don't know if you could see it clearly, but where it says bats and throws, the top half of right-handed is cut off.
Okay.
And it's on a little bit of an askew.
All right.
But 74 to 83, all with the Tigers.
Yeah, I think he might have gone. He stuck around a little bit longer as a backup catcher.
He is built like somebody that just drinks a bucket and a half at Pool Ave every day.
Yeah, but also I got no neck.
Yeah.
Wockenfuss, no shrugs because the shrugs are all up top.
He's definitely got a big old lip in too.
Yeah, he's got dipskis.
Yeah.
Good for you, Wockenfuss. Speaking of dipskis, you can see it. More prominent dip.
Yeah, more than that.
More prominent than that. We might have a new segment where we just talk
dip or no dip.
Dip or no dip. This is clear dip. This is again a season 1 favorite. Ted Power.
Yes. Oh, there's a big old wad in there.
Look at that wad. Excuse me, it's a kid show, but look at that hunk. Look at that hunk of chew just riding the tide.
That is
just
prominent.
sitting in the pouch. Makes me want to get some big league chew and shove it in my cheek.
It looks like he has a white patch on his face.
Yeah. It was like that time you had the absence.
Oh my God.
I know, you were Ted Power before we saw this Ted Power card.
Let's do no, I think we've done this on Ted Power.
I don't think we've done a Ted Power height check.
You want to go for it? Height check, Ted Power. Everybody get your guesses in.
Ted Power.
And while you're doing that, I'll let you know that
What's his fun fact?
Ted Power lost to Houston in the game that Nolan Ryan pitched his 5th career no-hitter.
Oh.
was the only 20-game winner in professional baseball in 1981.
Nolan Ryan.
No.
Ted Power?
Yes.
Really? Huh.
Todd says 6'1".
Yeah, I was thinking Ted Power is just somebody else. 5'11".
5'11". Let's get some more guesses going on here. Corby says 6'3".
Oh, tall.
Ed says 6 foot. Ed's watching, by the way.
Ted Power.
Marianne says 5'8". The good old Marianne guess. Yes. Mike says 6'2". What was your original guess?
I said 5'11".
5'11"?
5'11".
Okay.
For Theo.
We got 9 people watching, so if one more person wants to get a guess in here.
What is season premiere? 9 will turn into 357 at some point.
Yes, it absolutely will.
Maybe Ted Power will watch. Is he still on?
Ted Power? I'm not sure. So I'm just going to go ahead and say all of you guys are wrong.
Ted Power.
Because Ted Power is 6'4".
6'4"?
Yes.
So even the tallest guess, nobody hit Ted Power.
Yeah.
Ted Power living up to his.
That's big tech stature.
He's a big character. And again, with a mouthful of chew and a hi-ho silver.
Yeah.
Good for you, Ted Power.
Nice pull there.
Hey, here's another good pull. We have a Hall of Famer and one-time cheater, Gaylord Perry. This was Gaylord Perry's final card, so he's going out in style. No stats on the back. It's probably just like some sort of sing-song about his career and about how greasy the baseball was when he was pitching for the Seattle Mariners, when he was hiding Vaseline behind his ears and musking up the baseball, something fierce.
This is one of those retirement style cards that you're talking about.
Yeah. Get him a Cadillac. Just put a nice Cadillac together. Little parade down the street. Goodbye, Gaylord Perry. See you on the other side. Maybe in hell. I don't know. Because you kind of cheated. But either way, like Gaylord Perry's a Hall of Famer.
Also, having trouble getting this card in focus, but the eyebrows are...
The eyebrows are mad scientist eyebrows.
They're borderline butterfly eyebrows.
They're almost Dr. Goofball style.
Dr. Goofball. That's what I was reaching for, and I couldn't think of it. If any of you guys know who Dr. Goofball is.
Shout out to Dr. Goofballs. All right, this is definitely an error card. I can see it. A little off, little shrink of the picture at the bottom. Shortstop for the California Angels, Rick Burles.
Yes, you can see it on the logo, right?
A little more. No. Look at how high the white comes at the bottom.
No, it's
normal.
It's normal.
It looks odd.
I think it's because of where the logo is. It makes it almost looks like the logo is connected to the border.
Okay, all right. So maybe it's just overcompensating for the image of the logo. Which again, we like the Angels logo image at this time, like that.
That cool
outline of silhouette of California.
And it says Angels dragged a.
Yeah. It's really good. I mean, Rick Burleson was a pretty serviceable infielder. Boston Red Sox to here might have had a stint with the A's.
Yeah.
At some point. Yeah.
No, not yet.
Maybe later.
Red Sox minor league system, and then up until 1980.
Okay. And then took his talents to Anaheim. What's his fun fact?
Fun fact: former Red Sox player signed with the Angels in 1980.
Can't really get away with that.
Not that we couldn't find that out by looking at the back of the card.
It's fun enough. A man that was mentioned a few times in one episode of Leader of the Pack Season 1. I'm waxing nostalgic on Leader of the Pack Season 1. A favorite Yankee player of not only myself, but anybody who watched the Yankees in the 80s. Memorable for a few reasons. Boys and girls, Oscar Gamble.
Great mustache.
This is, and it's even like a scaled down version, but the greatest afro in the history of
it's definitely scaled down
baseball.
right now.
I'm not going to say of all time because there's always the Dr. J afro is high, but that is Oscar Gamble had the greatest afro. And if you look back at his cards from the 70s, that afro is prominente. It's all up in the stuff. But Oscar Gamble. Also, I will do my impersonation of Oscar Gamble's batting stance.
Here we go.
This. Couldn't see him. Everything was a ball. He would hit the ball in a bounce because he was so low.
Oscar Gamble had the distinction of getting the last ever hit in Old Connie Mack Stadium in Philadelphia.
Okay. All right. Before they turned it into the vet, which was the giant circle with the jail cell at the bottom.
Yes, and once again, the old style batting practice jersey with the mesh.
Oh, you could tell like the Yankees were taking their pictures during batting practice, hanging around the cage, just chewing wads of tobacco and hanging out.
The wacky tobacco.
The tobacco, the chewing tobacco. Kansas City Royals second baseman Frank White, a pretty great second baseman if you ask me. Like he was part of those really great Royals teams in the second half of the 70s, into the 80s. Few appearances in the World Series for Frank. Good glove, solid, probably 280 career hitter, maybe even more. Good compliment to George Brett in that infield. Solid guy, solid citizen, Frank White. And I like that he's just getting the ball back in.
He was the first graduate of the Royals Baseball Academy to be invited to Major League Training Camp.
Woo.
Which I didn't know that was a thing that existed.
That's like the Hart family dungeon for baseball. Nobody? All right. We got a Metsy in the first pack here. We've got a Mets first baseman, outfielder, it should say pinch hitter, La Grande Orange, Rusty Staub.
Who I think, so if you move
Recently
it, actually, if
passed
you
away.
pull it back a little bit, there's your hot spot right there.
Right here?
Yeah.
Rusty Staub, you can see Rusty.
Yes, and then that way they could get a glimpse before. Yep.
You can get a deep shot and then a close shot.
That's a great action shot right there.
It is, yeah.
It looks like he's swinging a fish at a baseball.
Yeah. Oh, he could be because he was a restaurateur. He had a restaurant in Queens, I believe, during the go-go mid to late '80s. Commentator for the Mets, pretty legendary Montreal Expo too, like well beloved, which is where his nickname La Grande Orange, which in English is the Grand Orange.
3 years from '69 to '71 with the Expos, and then one more year in '79.
Yeah. Yeah.
He played for a while, 64 to
Detroit
83 here.
Tigers. He was a Houston Astro. He was a Houston Colt 45, I think.
So this was
and then two
19 years in the league at that point.
Yeah. This was he would retire in 85 he retired. And in 86 they had like a Rusty Staub day where like they had everybody came out in orange wigs. And then did just a ton of blow. All right, getting to the end. This is not a I feel like this is somebody who just stuck around on, one of those fantasy camp days. And they're like, oh, he's on a team now. A's pitcher Mike Warren.
Looks like somebody's kid.
Somebody put A's clothes on a scarecrow. That's what it looks like.
That's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
He looks like an extra from Dazed and Confused.
Yeah. Well, he's a janitor at some high school. And they were like, oh, you come to fantasy camp and we'll take your picture with everybody, with Dwayne Murphy and Ricky Henderson on batting practice jersey day, and maybe we'll get you a card. And he's like, oh, okay. He's like the guy in...
Check out that back picture.
The back, does he look more horrible there? Oh, that's just...
Looks like he robbed the liquor store.
It's the same picture with just a little bit of a side profile. He looks like the guy in Semi-Pro who wins the
free throw contest?
The free throw contest.
No.
Giant novelty check.
No. He's way more crackheadish. I actually had a guy that looked exactly like him come to the bar last week when I was working.
No kidding.
But everybody around and then told us he was friends with Jay and Silent Bob and then disappeared into the sunset.
Did he not have a shirt on as well?
No, he definitely took it off.
All right. I think this guy was he was a journeyman, played around a bunch of places. Mike Vale, outfielder for the Montreal Expos.
The aforementioned Expos.
Probably a teammate at one point of Rusty Staub. I think he played a little bit of first base too.
Look at that equipment box.
Like Valley. Valley, V-A-L-I, right?
No, V-A-I-L.
Oh, so it is Vale. Too much of Vale. Right? Okay. You're getting a lesson in words here, too. Not a lot to say about, again, a long career, bounce around, first baseman, outfielder, maybe a designated hitter for Detroit or something like that.
He
could have been
stint between 78 and 80 where he was like right at 300, like 300 to 335 for 3 years.
All right. Well, here I am describing. Of course, probably like those are the years that guys like
302 for the Mets.
Joe Morgan was probably hitting like 390.
Yeah,
not bad.
Career 281 in the pros.
Okay. All right. Here I am selling him short. He's not going to be leader of the pack, but.
Oh, of course not.
Last guy, here we go. We've had him before. We talk about him a lot. I think he is a good. I think this might be a rookie card. Tom Bernowski, Bruno, so to speak. Outfielder, slugger. I did see. I was going through some other cards recently, and I did kind of catch a glimpse of a different Tom Bernowski St. Louis Cardinals card, which I liked because it's coming out of a batting stance. Here he's just standing around, just like glory posing.
This is not a rookie card. 82 and 82 was his rookie year.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh,
well,
right.
he split 82 between minors and the majors, so 83 would have been his rookie.
I've seen a future star card of his somewhere.
He hit an inside the park home run with the bases loaded, July 19th, 1982.
The most exciting play in all of baseball, by the way. An inside the park home run.
He's also a Texas Little League All-Star.
Great.
Oh, Texas League All-Star, not Little League.
All right, Texas League All-Star. I mean, that too. So that's the pack.
We got
leader of the pack is. This is a tough one because you got a lot of.
It's a little sticky over here. I don't want to leave those over here.
All right, a lot of candidates. Gaylord Perry card. It doesn't have stats on the back. A Ted Power card is awesome. I'm going with Oscar Gamble though, just because he's Oscar Gamble, and you're not. He's got a dynamite afro.
Can I give you some information that was just passed on to us by Chris that might make you change your mind?
Oh.
Our buddy Vale, where is he?
Mike Vale.
Mike Vale. Was roommates with Macho Man Randy Savage when they were farmhands for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Okay.
Yeah, what are the odds? That's nuts.
This is pretty nuts.
That's nuts.
This is. Is this legit? Like, I need to fact check that. Now, I'm not disputing it.
Chris said he got the insert from Wikipedia.
And he's been.
Chris knows his stuff.
He's been
dropping some stuff, some knowledge.
He brought that Macho Man Randy Savage. Somebody mocked up a card of a Randy Savage rookie card. Never really made the pros, but there was a mock-up of a Savage rookie card that I found interesting. So yes, that might elevate Mike Vale. That's going to elevate Mike Vale. He had a 290 career average coming here.
And he knows Macho Man.
And he's well, maybe they weren't like good friends. Maybe they had like a tenuous relationship. Like, would you do the dishes? Bad Macho Man.
That was terrible.
That was shitty. Oh, sorry, good show. But that's it. That's the first one's in the books, guys. Couple housekeeping tidbits. Probably doing shows, trying to do shows twice a week. We'll see our favorite guest producers and favorite guest stars pop in occasionally. Saturday, we are going to be doing a on location remote show from an undisclosed location. Wink. And it's a crossover show with our very good friends Steve and Melissa from Basement Bar Show. Do a little bit of a baseball cocktail and a little bit of a card pack opening on Saturday. Be there or be square. Saturday is also National Baseball Card Day. I found this. Thank you, George, for pointing that out to me. So it might get wacky with baseball card facts. The days leading up to it, I'm sure we'll have some cool information historically about baseball cards. As always, if anybody wants to donate to pancreatic cancer and wants to pre-bid on any packs that we're going to be opening, I hesitate to tell you what we're going to open on.
I think we should wait and make it a surprise.
It's going to be a surprise. We're thinking about it. It's still under discussion. We have to have a producers and talent meeting to discuss all this stuff. But don't you dare miss it. I believe it's going to be 12 noon. Basement Bar Show is first, and then shortly after that, our show. We're going to try and dovetail from their live feed to our live feed.
Right, or we might be able to do it simultaneously.
It'll be.
We have to figure it out.
We'll have more to come on that. If you're not following Basement Bar Show on Facebook, I left a link on my post on last Saturday. I will remind you guys again on Friday or early Saturday to jump on. Fun show. They got a lot of cool cocktails on that show. And Steve's a madman, so.
I regret to inform you that Todd is bailing before we show Great Muta, and he's going to be very upset.
I'm very upset. All right.
I'm pretty sure he already bailed out.
Okay. Anyway, so this is the end of the show. That is the show. So for producer Matt, for the Macho Man Randy Savage, roommate of Mike Vale, and
the
new reveal of the Great Muta, the Shadow Warrior,
the new Muta.
We thank you for getting on here. Take care of your electricity. I hope nobody's really stuck in a bind. Once you get your electricity back, go back and watch this. Go back and watch it anytime. See you all Saturday. Bye.